to my channel. So today's video is going to be another makeup tutorial. So I was trying to come up with ideas of what kind of makeup tutorials to do, and I remembered that in my giveaway I asked you guys what you wanted to see. So I went back to the comments and I got a lot of requests to do a neutral look, or like a look with a pop of color. So what I did today was this really nice smoky eye with a pop of color on the bottom lash line. This isn't like an in-your-face, like bright-ass neon pop of color. It's more just kind of subtle. Is really going to bring out like blue and green and brown eyes. It's really just going to pump up any eye look, basically. I think it's perfect for like a girl's night out, or just a night out clubbing, or a night out on the town. I think it's perfect for that, or like a party you have to go to. I think it's perfect for any of those events. Oh, I forgot to mention, how do you guys like the new setup? This isn't exactly what it's going to be because I still have some stuff to play around with, and I have to get my mirror and my lights put in and stuff, but this is like the direction I'm going to be filming from now on. So let me know how you guys like it, and also let me know like what kind of decor you want to see back here, because I'm having a little bit of trouble kind of like coming up with ideas of how to decorate back here. I'm not like really good at that stuff. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. I definitely like the idea of candles, but this one back here is annoying the crap out of me because it's one of those woodwick ones that like crackles when it burns. It's like really annoying me. I should shut it off. P.S. I am going to do a vanity tour once all of this is situated back here. I'm going to do a full vanity tour, show you everything in my collection, all that, because let's be real, it's pretty big. Maybe I'll even do a full room tour. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for that. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now because I feel like I'm talking a lot. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because it really helps me out. Comment down below letting me know what other makeup looks you want to see. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Hey ladies, so we're going to start off by laying down some tape at the corner of our eye just to make sure that we got some nice crisp clean lines going on at the edge of our eye. So you're just going to lay that down pointed towards the edge of your brow. And after that, I'm going to go in and prime with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot as usual. This is just my favorite eye primer, so I'm just going to go in with my finger and slap that all over my eye. You could also do this before you lay down the tape, but I just didn't. And then we're going to jump into the Lorac Pro 2 palette, or Lorac 2 Pro, I don't know. And then we're going to go into the shade Nectar on an E40 brush from Sigma, and we're basically just going to buff that into the crease as our transition shade. This is kind of a smoky eye, but it's more on the lighter neutral side. So we're going to take this light shade and buff it through the crease as our transition shade to make sure that every other color blends really nicely into it. So you just want to buff that back and forth throughout the entire crease and make sure it's nice and blown out. After that, we're going to go into the shade Light Brown on an E25 brush from Sigma, and we're going to just take that throughout the entire crease. This is going to add some more definition to the eye and some more depth and make it look a little bit deeper and darker. We're not really using that many shades on the lid, but we do want to add some nice depth to it to go with the color that we're putting on the lid later. So we're going to make sure to get that in the inner and outer corner. And then I'm going back with my E40 brush from Sigma and blending everything out to make sure that all of the lines are blurred. Then I'm going to take this shade called Buff. It's just a matte kind of yellowy cream shade, and I'm just going to put that under the brow to highlight it. I wanted to do a matte highlight just because we have some glitter going on the lid. Now for the lid, I'm first going to lay down this Groundwork paint pot from MAC, sorry, and then that's just going to be like a sticky base for the pigment that we're using to stick to and adhere to and just make it look a little bit more vibrant. So we're going to be using Utopia pigment from Makeup Geek, which is one of my faves. I'm going to put that on this concealer brush and just press it onto the lid, and make sure that you press it. Don't really swipe it too much because that is going to get you that pigmentation and intensity that you want. And as you can see, that brown paint pot under it, it really makes it look more of like an antiqued bronze or an antiqued gold, rather than like bring out the black tones in it, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too dark on the lid, so I put down that brown base first, and I worked eye by eye, like one eye at a time, because I want it to be as sticky as possible for it to stick. So I want it to be nice and fresh on the eye and not give the base a chance to dry. So I would just put that on both lids, and then I went in with the shade Black from the palette on this like tapered crease brush, and I just went in on the inner corner, the outer corner, and just deepened up the entire eye. You can add as much of this as you want. I only added a little because I didn't want it to be that dark, but you can add as much as you want. So I'm just putting that on the outer corner and blending it really, really nicely because I didn't want it to be harsh at all. So yeah, we're just blending, and then I wasn't entirely satisfied with the sparkliness of my eye. So I went back with the pigment on my fingertip and just pressed a little bit more on the lid. You are going to have some fallout, but that's why we're doing our eyes first, so that the foundation isn't messed up afterward. And then I went back with a little bit more black because I wanted it to be just a tiny bit darker. And then once we did that, I actually took my E40 brush again and blended all the edges once again so that there's no harsh lines. You just want to blend everything out nicely. And then after that, I went in with my gel liner. This is Napoleon Perdis, and I just quickly lined my eyes, just did a nice winged liner. I say quickly, but that's because I sped it up. It actually took me a solid 10 minutes. But yeah, you can do a wing if you like. You don't have to, but I prefer one. And then I went ahead and peeled off the tape from the corner of my eye and wiped off any fallout and glitter that got on my face so that we could start working on the skin. But then I first put some mascara and these 605 lashes from Creme. Now for the face, we're going to start with Smashbox Primer Water, which is my new favorite thing ever. I'm just going to spray that all over my face as a kind of setting spray, and then I put my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer over it. I've been loving this duo lately. It's been really helping my makeup stay on and in place and making my skin like nice and prepped before we go in with foundation. So the foundation we're using is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I have the shade 125, and I'm just going to put that on with a Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. You can use any foundation you want, but I figured I would want a nice matte skin for this look. I like to start off with a matte skin with smoky eyes and then add glow wherever I want. Now for under the eyes, I started off with Benefit Erase Paste, and that's just to cover up any dark circles I have under the eyes, and then I went in with my Bare Minerals Stroke of Light right on top of it to add some more brightness and highlighting to those areas under the eye, and then also along the center of the face to highlight. Then I went in with my damp beauty blender as usual and just blended everything out. I think the Beauty Blender is the best tool you could ever use to blend out your concealer. I literally can't even use a brush for my concealer anymore. Then to set the concealer, I took these two shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit on a Sigma tapered face or a tapered highlighting brush from Sigma, and I just went ahead and set that concealer so it didn't crease or budge or move around, and it adds some brightness to that area under the eyes. Now for bronzing, I'm going to take all three shades of bronzer from the contour kit on this big tulip brush, and I'm going to first go just around the perimeters of my face just to bronze it up, warm it up, and give a little color back to my skin. Now I'm going to take that cool tone bronzer from the kit and take that on an F05 brush from Sigma and go ahead and contour my cheekbones further. I like to do this because I feel like it's just more natural when you go in with a bronzer first and then contour precisely where you want it. Now for blush, I'm going to take NYX Bittersweet Blush, which is like basically my new favorite blush ever. I've been using it in all of my videos, and I'm taking it on this Duo Fiber Blush Brush. I haven't used this for blush in a long time, but I like the way it turned out. And then for highlighting, I'm going to take an oldie but a goodie Mary Luminizer from The Balm and just slap that on the tops of all of my cheekbones, well, both of my cheekbones, I don't know why I said all, and down the center of my face as usual. I love this stuff. Now for the bottom of the eye, we're going to go in with that gel liner again and line our waterline with it. You could use a pencil liner, but I don't know, it was already out, so I used this, and yeah, it's also going to act as a base for the colors we're putting down there. We want a nice dark base because it is a smoky eye. Then I'm going to take that navy shade from the palette on this smudger brush, and I'm going to press it on top of that liner that we laid down. And yeah, you just want to press it, make sure that the navy color is covering the entire black liner. It is going to look really, really dark, but that's what we want for this look. And then I take that same shade on a flat definer brush, and I pressed it all in the bottom of my lashes to make a nice kind of dark base lash line. So you're just going to press it down there, and then after that, we're going to go into the Electric palette from Urban Decay, and I'm going to take this shade called Jilted on a pencil brush, and I'm going to buff that all along where that navy shade ends. And you can use any other color you want, but I really, really like this one. I thought the blue and the purpley pinks kind of went well together, and you want to take your time with blending this out and blend it out as much as possible. It's going to make it look the best, so just keep blending. I even took a clean fluffier brush and blended it out some more to make it look as seamless as possible. And then after that, I just went in with some mascara and coated my bottom lashes because that is what completes the eye. But then I remembered that I forgot to highlight the inner corner. So I took this shade called Beige from that Lorac Pro palette on this exact blend brush from Sigma, and I just went in the inner corners and highlighted. Now finally for lips, we're going to take Rose Brown lip liner from NYX because I've been using it in every video. We're just going to line the lips and then also fill in the outer corners. It's going to give some nice depth and kind of contour the lips. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to take my new favorite nude lipstick, which is YSL Rouge Volupte in number 1, and we're just going to mix that in with the Rose Brown lip liner, and it looks so pretty. It's like the prettiest sexy nude lip ever. So you're just going to blend that on top of the lips, and then to top it off, I'm going to take Rambutan lip gloss from Bite Beauty and just top off my lips with that to make them nice and pouty and glossy and beautiful. And then once you gloss your lips, you're just going to go in with that primer water once again with a second time, and then just spray your entire face to set everything, make everything blend together. And once you do that, you're basically done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.